Then don't marry the prince. Maybe a little bit lower on that. Hey, LZ, Wasteland, how you doing, my brother? Long time no see, huh? How have you been? You doing all right? How have I been? Oh, you know, I'm still going. I'm still going. Good to see you again. I've missed you. Also, I failed the masked crew. Oh? You let yourself be seen? I accidentally did a face reveal on someone's live and haven't went back since. Well, hey, it was probably bound to happen eventually. I'm probably bound to slip up myself, honestly, at some point in time. But don't feel bad, LZ. Don't feel bad. You can just ask them to delete the footage. Although the reason for the profile pic is just due to trolls. Right. Gotcha. Understandable. But it's my actual face, but X'd out. Oh, really? I have to get a close-up of this. Okay. I can kinda see it. Not very much, though. It's also filtered. I gotcha. Well, you saved it in the end. You definitely saved it. But you're gonna have to be extra careful in the future from now on. Well, I did multiple face reveals in said lives, lol. I see. So it's not your first one. Mm-hmm. Mm. So, what you been up to, LZ? What has been going on since we last met? The thing is, my first one was meant to be me showing my hand, but that didn't happen after I didn't pay attention to which way my camera was facing. Oh, yikes. Yikes forever. Whoops. Yep. Well, like I said, it happens. Don't let it get to you. If you, as long as you can go back and maybe delete that part of the live or whatever. And well, I've been talking to someone, but my heart is telling me to wait since they're going into the Air Force, I believe. Oh, I see. Been talking to someone. Hmm. Like relationship wise, or just friend to friend? Get on the road, my little Thumbelina. Get on the road. Starting off as friend to friend, but maybe potential relationship. Ah, all right. Well, I wish you good luck with that, LZ. I really hope it does work out. And good luck to your friend in the Air Force. I salute them, him or her. Do you know when they're going to be leaving? I know you said here soon, but do you have a specific date or just? But if you were there, it might have been more than a friend to friend thing. Mm, gotcha. Not entirely sure. They didn't say. Okay. Just here soon. So, yeah. Good luck to him. Hmm. How long you been talking to each other? I mean, one of the last things I remember when they saw my face at the beginning was, "Hey, handsome." Well then, that's something. Hello, handsome. Maybe a month and a half or so. Okay, so you guys have got a little bit of history there. But the thing is, I think you know them. Hmm. You think so, huh? As in somebody who's been here in chat in the past? But we've known each other the same time I known you. Oh, I gotcha. So quite a while. No, someone else's chat. Ah, gotcha. Well, I won't pry. It's none of my business. None of my business. So chances are you might know them. Hmm, possibly. Possibly. But then again, maybe not. Um, have they wanted to join the Air Force for quite some time, or is this like a just a new development? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. They talked about it a little more recently, but it could have been something she wanted to do. Okay, that's good. That's cool. How do you feel about it, though, LZ? What are your thoughts on it? Them going away? Bill? Is Bill here? I see 3 in the chat, but I only see you, LZ. Ah, Bill. I thought that was you. Hello, long time no see. It has been a while, Bill. Has been a very long time. How you been, man? You doing all right? Have you been all right? Are you in good health? Is the family in good health? I'm good. How about you? I'm doing fine. I'm all right. Work's going okay. I feel fine physically. Mentally, the jury's out on that, but I think you know that by now. Hey, whatever she wants to do, I don't want to hold her back. My heart is telling me to be patient though, so I will be patient. She said she'd be serving for 4 years. Ah, okay. So that's not an overly long time, but still 4 years is 4 years. So, well, where's she going to be stationed at? I don't know how the Air Force works. I don't know if they send you off to a station or whatever. So, Bill, in case you're wondering, LZ has a friend that is going to be going away into the Air Force sometime here in the future, probably near future. And yeah, so that's the thing. That I have no idea. I'm sure she will tell me maybe when she knows. Gotcha. I gotcha. So playing it by ear. That is awesome. It is. Mm-hmm. 4 years. Seems like a doesn't seem like hardly any time, but then again, that's Well, it can be a very long time. It can seem like an eternity. Well, we wish her safe travels, LZ, to and from. Pray the Lord's hand of protection would be on her. Bring her back safely. Thank you. And so do I. Hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But if not, then it's not. But hey, she's a great friend. Well then, we shall wait and see. You'll have to let us know in the future what goes on then. I'm part of the Space Force if I smoke enough. uh, I'm sorry, Bill. I'm trying to wrap my head around what you mean by that. It just kind of went over my head. Just to light up the atmosphere. Yeah, gotcha. Mm-hmm. For sure. Always appreciated, Bill. Thank you for your humor. I got you, Bill. LZ knows what's up. Get on the road. I missed you though, Crystal. I'm happy to see you on again. LZ, I'm always happy to see you every single time I'm on. And Bill, I'm happy to see you as well. I'm sorry I can't be on as often as I used to be anymore, but like I said, I'll try to be on wherever I can. So, but yeah, I genuinely miss you guys when I can't be on. So, yeah. But anyway, no worries. Hmm. Thanks, Bill. You're a real one. You are a keeper. Don't apologize. I get it. I'm the same boat as you, brother. Hmm. Yeah. Life can be very, well, they say life's never fair, but, yeah, life is very unfair. So, yeah, it'd be what it be. Um, I can't think. Oh, yeah, there is something gonna be going on tomorrow after I'm off work. Tomorrow is my niece's birthday. Believe it or not, if she had waited 2 more days to be born, she would have been born right on Michael Jackson's birthday. Just as long as you are okay and safe, that's all I mainly care about. Well, you ain't got much worries there, LZ. Same for you. Do be careful out there. But yeah, she'll be turning, let's see, 28, I believe. No, she'll be 27, actually. 27. We're going to be going down to Madison to her. She works in retail. She got a store down there. We're definitely going to be going down there to see her for a little bit. Happy early birthday to her. Thank you, LZ. I'm sure she appreciates that. I'm becoming a father. Woohoo! No, I'm kidding about the last part. mm. Would you like to have children, Bill? You like kids? Actually, do you like kids in general? I'm sure you do. At least I would hope anyway. I would definitely hope so. I'm becoming a father. Woohoo! Part time, yes. Who doesn't? Full time, I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of a handful to juggle kids all the time. Sorry. My sister is having a baby. Maybe you missed that part. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I guess I did. Hey, that's great, Bill. Congratulations. My congratulations to the newcomer. All right. I do love babies. I can confidently say I'm not ready for kids yet. uh, Thank you, thank you. You're welcome, welcome, Bill. I do hope it is happy and healthy and bouncing, and I hope it looks just like her. Is she hoping for a boy or a girl, or does she not really care? I'm kind of partial to girls. The reason I say that is because my parents, when I was growing up, were foster parents for over 40 years. So I had a lot of like so-called brothers and sisters, I guess you would say. So I've pretty much been raised around kids. And I especially grew to love just little babies. They are oh, oh my goodness, they are so precious. I love them to bits. I I like the making part of kids. It's gonna be a girl. Oh, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, Priscilla. Welcome in. That's awesome, Bill. Congratulations again. They thought of a name yet, or is that yet to be discussed? You seem a little sad. You all right, buddy? I'm just kind of tired. Uh, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. No, you're fine, Bill. No, you're fine. I don't know. I'm just kinda. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of mellow. Not exactly sad, but I'm not exactly yippity happy. No, I'm all right. I'm okay. Really, I'm totally fine. Thanks for asking, though. Um, yeah, that's great. A girl. Can't wait. Did you say when? Okay, good. Just checking. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Bill. I don't recall you saying a due date. My sister is having a baby. Maybe you missed that part. It's gonna be a girl. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like you mentioned a date. You know when? Still really early stages. Yesterday. Oh, yes. Okay, so she's overdue then, I guess. So yeah, I do hope one day we get to meet up without the masks. Got to see my big brother sometime. Big brother? Is that what I am? Or are you referring to somebody else completely? I don't know. I gotta remember there's more than I'm not the only one on here who wears a mask. It's easy to forget that sometimes. I'll buy a mask to meet up. Oh. mm. Actually, Bill, LZ said he did accidentally reveal his face on. I think he said it was a live stream. I think he said he did it multiple times. I think he was like sitting, he was like showing his hand, and then he wasn't paying attention, and he's like showing his face. Said he let the masked community down. How dare you, LZ? How dare you? Oh, Spider-Man or Deadpool? I don't know yet. I would go with Deadpool. I mean, I like Spider-Man, but Deadpool's a more on the insane side. I thought last I checked you were older than me. I'm 29. I'll be 30 this month or in October. I actually thought you and me were the same age, LZ. I thought we were at least close. Yeah. Then I just said it and never went back. Gotcha. Like you said, everybody is wearing a mask. It's okay, LZ. Yeah. Behind this mask is another mask behind my face. True that, Bill. Actually, everyone in life wears a mask. Did you know that? I mean, not a literal mask, but, you know, this, when inside, it could be, it's just, Eminence front, it's put on. Exactly, yes. We don't know the hurt that could be going on inside. So, I have a funny story to tell. I may not get this exactly right, but I bought a bookshelf off of Craigslist. So, I went on Craigslist. You know how when you go on the search on Craigslist or eBay or whatever it is, and you're looking for like a specific item, and then as you're scrolling, it's like bookshelf, 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 gramophone, what? Bookshelf, 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 combine harvester. What the? Eh, that's actually a decent price. Anyway, you find what you're looking for, and then I notice there are at least two sellers. I find this one particular bookshelf that has, well, two particular bookshelves that I'm interested in. One seller is Catherine, the other is Morgan. So I text Catherine asking, "Hello, I saw your bookshelf available. Is it for sale?" Or I saw your bookshelf for sale. Is it still available? She texted me right back instantly and said, "Sorry, it went this morning." Huh. Well, then, I'm sorry, Kathy, to give you an annoying voice in the retelling of this tale. So anyway, with that being said, I forgot all about Kathy. I went straight on to Morgan. I basically said the same thing. I said, "Hello, my name is Crystal. I saw you have a bookshelf for sale. Is it still available?" And a few minutes later, he texted me back. And Dexter Morgan, look out. Again, whoosh, that one goes right over my head. Anyway, he texted me right back a few minutes later, saying it was my wife's bookshelf. How do you respond to that? Aside from the fact that it doesn't answer my freaking question, his past tense in that sentence unnerved me slightly. So, a few minutes later, he texts me back again with just one letter, the letter Y. Just a Y? Is he asking me why I want to know if it's available? Or is it a Y for yes? And, oh, by the way, it could be that he ended up losing his wife, or that maybe she moved away or something like that. We don't know. I don't know the particulars on that. But anyway, he responded with the letter Y. So I was wondering if it's a Y for why do you want to know? Or if it's a Y for yes, and you're just so in the throes of grief that he can't manage the E and the S. So I assume that it's a Y for yes. I text him back saying, cool, I'll take it. When's a good time to come and pick it up? No reply for 15 minutes. So I wait for all that time and I say, oh, I guess he's forgotten about me. Forget it. I'll look for another bookshelf. And then he gives me another text back later, and I realize that he spent those 15 minutes typing his response because it's a freaking thesis. He must have felt so bad about just sending one letter word that he must have just overly massively compensated for his next reply. That is just one obscenely long sentence. He probably got divorced and didn't want his ex stuff in his house, if I had to guess. It could be. Again, we don't know the particulars. But anyway, anything's game. But anyway, what was I? Oh, yes. Just one obscenely long sentence, which reads, you must come to house and pick up now. I only have short time here in house, and there bring a trailer and there's stair, but I can help you carry downstairs and load it onto your truck. And if you do not come now, I will sell it someone else. If you come up past walk up door, ring bell, I will happily carry it to trailer. So anyway, before I left his house, I told him, I said I'd take it. Finally, I asked him, let's see, blah 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 blah. Okay, so anyway, I'm in my car trying to picture and as I'm going over to his house, I'm trying to picture in my mind what he's gonna look like. His typing kind of comes off to me as ethnicity of some sort, but I don't want to racially profile him. Maybe he's an old man who recently lost his wife and he's not that very good at texting. Or maybe, and I'm really hoping this is the case, Morgan is just downright crazy. So, uh, I finally get to his house. I walk up the path, ring bell, and as I ring the bell, I'm trying to focus in my mind what he's going to be like. I just imagine a mid-40-year-old man in fishnet stockings and a leather jacket, puffing on an opium pipe, while uh, just maybe a family member polishes a goldfish in the bowl in the background. And then all of a sudden, this tiny pug dog wearing a fizz hat just strolls right up to me, sits on the ground, looks up at me, and says, welcome to our lovely room. Yes, fishnet stockings. Boy, ain't that an image to see. So anyway, the door opens and I am thoroughly disappointed. Before me stands an average Caucasian male in his about mid-30s, stubble, designer glasses frame, very skinny, sleek glasses, let's see, designer watch. I immediately think architect, but nah, the house is too cheesy for that. It's like a double-story apartment. And like bay windows and all the thing. Anyway, I'm sorry in advance, brother. So we have met. This is in no way related to anybody here in this chat. Any relations is completely coincidental. I did something while you were talking. So anyway, I immediately think to myself that this can't be Morgan. Because Morgan's typing would suggest that he's not that technically savvy. And then the man standing in front of me says, hello, my name's Morgan. And the plot thickens. Good luck reading my next comment. I look forward to it, Elsie. He invites me in, shakes my hand, closes the door, and in the near future, I will be witnessing Morgan performing some of the most aggressive acts of violence I have ever seen in my life, and I will be speeding away in my car, bleeding from the face. I know how that is sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, so I understand how that is, and I am totally not doing this on purpose to go with the story because that's totally not what I would do because come on now, do you really see me doing that? Oops. Okay. I could not really make sense of what that meant, but I read it. I didn't expect you to read that. Well, I did. I gotta make a break somewhere in the story. Alright, so anyway. Here's how this crap went down. He is a graphic designer, yes, and he's really good at it. He gets flown all over the world doing massive rebranding designs, and he can do it from anywhere in the world. But anyway, I noticed two things right away. This is a house in the throes of renovation. Nothing too extreme, but there's like drop seats on all the furniture. There's a bathtub on the floor awaiting installation. Somebody is doing some work. Oh, yes, and there's like some freshly painted walls. Somebody is doing some work on this house. The second thing I noticed on the floor on the next to the staircase going up to the second floor is a glass photo with a very clean-shaven Morgan with a very beautiful bride, very much in love. The picture frame is very much on the floor, and the glass in the frame is very much smashed. She's not dead, she's left him, and the plot thickens a bit more for Morgan. And as Morgan, just unceremoniously kicks the photo frame to one end of the room, I got that moment where I was like, I really want to pry into Morgan's life and ask heaps of inappropriate questions. The long thesis message you were talking about? Yup. Um, oh crap, where was I? Oh gosh dang it, I've lost my place. Crap, what was I talking about now? I've completely lost it. Oh yes. Um, I really wanted to pry into his life and ask heaps of inappropriate questions, but I could clearly see that at this point he was a broken man. He had this just just this absolute terrible like era of sadness surrounding him. So I didn't want to intrude. But luckily for me, though, I didn't have to, because Morgan began opening up to me and began to share his whole freaking story. Oh, thank you, Morgan. I shall hang off your every word and then retell your tale to about 4 people in chat and record it for a stream story. So, anyway. Yes, anyway. Um, like I said, he was a massive rebranding designer. Rebranding designer. About 4 years ago, a woman hired Morgan to rebrand her florist business, and he did such a great job with it, she decided to marry him. And everything was going just fine, and Morgan and her was just totally hitting it off, having a great time with their marriage. That was until about 4 years ago. Or, no, wait, I'm sorry. About 4 weeks ago. Morgan had to do a presentation in Sydney and was overseas but got stuck in Dubai due to a flight cancellation. So, and he had a business meeting to get to. So, instead of just completely flat out canceling the meeting, Morgan suggests to his upper management that that they live stream the meeting and still go on with it. He can live stream his meetings from anywhere in the world. It's not particularly new technology, but he can control it from his home computer back in Melbourne. So, anyway, all of these higher management people are in their office chairs looking up at the screen like it's, and they're just keenly looking up at it like, oh, Margaret, bring in some biscuits. There's some newfangled crap going on in here. So, anyway, Morgan brings up his Skype chat live feed thingy and brings it up for the chat. Now, what management doesn't know and what Morgan doesn't know is that his wife has been using the photo booth app on his computer in his home office in Melbourne to take pictures of herself. To take naked pictures of herself. To take naked pictures of herself doing some pretty messed up crap. It's embarrassing to say the least. Just as Margaret came back in with the biscuits. I've got you the... So, yes. Anyway, long story short, Morgan decides that he is, that his wife is keeping the house, and his former best friend, oh, by the way, she was having an affair with his best friend, and all of a sudden, they've decided that she's keeping the house, his former best friend is moving in, and now he must suffer the indignity of moving all his crap out and selling it all on Craigslist to this guy. Oh no. And it was at this point that Morgan just breaks down crying. Like he was just so broken. And at that moment, all I ever wanted to do was just give him a big old hug and say, "Oh, it's all right, Morgan. Everything's going to be fine." That's what I wanted to do. I genuinely felt bad for him. But at the same time, I am holding the full weight of a bookshelf halfway down a set of stairs. And Morgan is about the only thing keeping that bookshelf from caving my face in. I was like, Morgan! Morgan! So, and say, thank for your stuff? Thanks for the stuff? Is that what you meant, Bill? But anyway, and then Morgan, as he's holding on to the bookshelf, manages to pull himself together for about 8 seconds and then just went, bah, and let the bookshelf go. I rolled backwards. The bookshelf literally rolled over me. I fell backwards. It took out the chandelier hanging above the ceiling. I'm now lying on my back, getting showered in broken glass. And then the bookshelf just went doink, 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 thunk, right through a freshly painted wall. And I was like, ah, 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 ah. And then Morgan, all of a sudden, just starts laughing hysterical. He starts peeing himself laughing. Oh, hello, Arcee. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello, welcome into the stream. You're just enjoying a really messed up story about me buying a bookshelf off of Craigslist. You had one job. I hope you're doing well, brother. I am doing fine, Arcee. Have you been? I've missed out of you, dude. So, anyway, back to my story while you two get caught up. What was I? Oh, yeah. Morgan was peeing himself, laughing, hysterical. And by the way, he had the creepiest laugh I have ever heard in my life. Had to be expressive. It's alright. No, it's alright. I totally understand. I've been taking a break from social media. No, it's all good. It's alright, Arcee. I've been trying to see if you're live, but I don't think I've been getting any notifications. But let me see. Where was I? Back to my story of. Oh my gosh, I keep messing up. Oh yes, he had the creepiest laugh I had ever heard. He's like, "Bah, bah," like some kind of demonic possessed kookaburra. I'm like, this is weird, and he's just like, "Bah, bah." So then I turn to him and ask, "Can I still have the bookshelf?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then we haul it out to my trailer, and he was in such a good mood. He let me have the bookshelf for free. Oh. Oh. About Craigslist and the bookshelf. Okay. Yup, for free. All that, and he let me have it for free. uh, hmm. And honestly, that's where the story should end. Like I can explain the new profile picture in the Discord call, and if you are up for it, Brother Artsy, sweet, sweet, sweet. But yes, that's where the story should end. But there was something about the bookshelf falling down the stairs and then going through a wall that flipped a freaking switch in Morgan's head, and he is now hungry for more destruction. So, as I'm at my trailer, tying the bookshelf down to my trailer, I see Morgan run out the door, or walk out the door, stroll up to an upright mailbox, and then grab it with both his hands, and then all of a sudden just start yanking it, trying to yank it out of the ground. I mean, he's like really putting his back to it, into it, like. I look over at him and I ask, Morgan, are you okay, buddy? And he looks back at me and he's like, yep. He pulls it out and wields it like a freaking battle axe and just starts beheading the daisies, messing up the lavender, just just rummaging through the front garden. So about those pictures of his wife, you'll have to backtrack for that, Bill. So anyway, I quit my knot tying job. I turn to him. I start walking towards him, and I was like, hey, Morgan, maybe you want to think about that? And he wheeled around and looked at me like Jack Nicholson looked at Shelley Duvall upstairs in The Shining, and he said to me, why don't you mind your own friggin' business? Okay, yeah, cool, cool, man, cool. Now, the thing you got to know about me is I like tying stuff. Because when I tie stuff down, I tie it down good because I want it to stay there. But as I saw Morgan nonchalantly walk up to the garage, roll up the door, and then all of a sudden put the mailbox through the windscreen of a Cybertruck, I must admit, I kind of rushed my knot tying job. So I get into my car, I get it tied down, I get in my car, I'm about to go away, and then I'm just kind of looking up at the house, those last few minutes, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure he'll be fine. And then right at that moment, an armchair smashed out of an upstairs window and just went doink, 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 doink down the front stairs. And I'm like, uh, what's my duty of care in this situation? I didn't want to call the cops on him. I didn't want to. Got a hair in my mouth. I didn't want to call the cops on him. I didn't want him to trash the house. So I knew I had to do something. I got out of my car. I started going back up the driveway, crapping myself, thinking to myself, when someone does something super, super violent and you just get that really sick feeling in your stomach, like, oh crap, we're not supposed to do stuff like that. Just the yucky, yucky feeling in my tum-tum. Like, that was the last place I wanted to be. Anyway, I opened the garage door slightly, peeking my head in slowly because at this point I have no idea what to expect. And I'm just kind of looking around. And then I put my hands to my mouth and I'm like, Morgan, Morgan. You know, like I was counting a cat for its dinner. Morgan, 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 Morgan. And then I look up through, there's another door that leads into the house right in the garage. It's got a screen in it. You can see in through the door. And then I look up, and then all of a sudden, I start to notice a small trickle of water start coming from the top step. And then a little bit more water, and then a little bit more water, and then quite a lot of water. And then suddenly I'm thinking to myself, oh, that can't be right. And then all of a sudden, I'm about almost halfway up the stairs, and then Morgan peers out from behind the wall, or the room, holding a hammer. And he's just like, bah! And I'm like, whoa! And all of a sudden, he just starts jolting toward me, wielding the hammer. And I'm like, oh, no, man, I just wanted to buy a bookshelf. And then he runs right past me, and I'm like, where are you going? And he's like, bye. And then he makes a deadbolt for my car. And I'm like, no, man, stop. No, don't do that. And he's like, I just checked my phone. She texted me 15 minutes ago saying she'll be here in 15 minutes. We gotta go. And then he gets into my car. And I'm just like, oh, what do I do here? So I get into my car, and then I turn to him and I ask, what was with all the water? And he looks at me and he says, oh, I turned all the taps on and left or I put plugs in all the drains and then I turned all the sinks on. And I'm just like, oh man, that's messed up. And he's like, just drive. And I'm like, duh. So I speed away, and I'm in such a rush, I forgot to completely tie down my bookshelf. And then all of a sudden, as I've run off, I reel the corner, and then the bookshelf just goes, and just explodes. Just explodes against the guardrail. Just badly tied knots and broken dreams. So I just freaking left it there. Like a breadcrumb for his ex-wife to find on her way back to her destroyed gingerbread house. Well, the very next thing I did was I dropped Morgan at a train station. I have never seen him again. And that, my friends, is why I no longer shop on Craigslist. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I think that is going to do it for this stream. So, anyway. Oh, crap. So, what'd you guys think of that story? Was that pretty good or what? I love you, Brother Crystal. There's something you should know, though. You want to know the best thing about that story? I just made it up. Yeah, it's not true. There is no Morgan. That's very unsatisfying, isn't it? But I saw it in my head. I saw Morgan in my head. Why is it we can feel so robbed after hearing a great detailed story, and yet we get so robbed when we find out it's fake? I don't know. I don't know. But I didn't want to assume. Big Jim, what is your question for me? Because it's too detailed. Yeah. You want to know the other great thing about that story? First draft. Flip you, Hemingway. Who's Ghost? I see him a lot, and he seems weird. Ghost? I'm not sure. I don't know about him. Well, I mean, I don't know much about him. He's kind of a mystery. But we'll definitely keep an eye on him, Belgium. Or Big Jim. Oh, but yeah, that story was completely made up, LZ. And for anyone watching this, yes. This was actually taken from a YouTube video called Randy Feltface. I'll look him up. Look up Randy buys a bookshelf off Gumtree. That's where I got this story. I just kind of changed it up a bit. Not too much, but just kind of. So in case if you're wondering where I got that story from, just look up Randy buys a bookshelf off Gumtree. But yes, anyway, I think that is going to do it for this stream for tonight. So, does anybody have any questions for me? Comments, concerns, anything? I want to thank everybody so much for coming. I want to thank you all so much for watching this stream. Thank you for listening to my rambling on. Thank you for staying on as long as you did. I'm actually surprised. Good night, Big Jim. Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it. But anyway, LZ, I hope you have a good night. Other than I missed you, Crystal. And you know me, LZ. I missed you. And I hope to see you again in the future. And good luck to your friend / maybe girlfriend in the future. Good luck to her in her Air Force training. Definitely keep me updated about that whenever I'm live. But yeah, anyway, I think that is going to do it for tonight. You definitely will. How old do you have to be to eat? To be... Wait a minute. How old do you have to be to eat your streams? To watch my streams? I for sure will, brother. All right. You got to be at least 18. Or at least over 18 or older, Big Jim. At least 18 or older. Which, by the way, are you 18 or older? Because if you are, you're more than welcome to stay. $16? Well, I mean, I can't stop you from watching. But yeah, I would say come back in about 2 years. 2 more years, Big Jim. And then you'll be able to stay. Okay? But like I said, I can't keep you from watching. So, anyway. You know what? I'm going to do a pack opening for you guys. I think you guys deserve it. You've been here. You've been very patient with me in my ramblings. So... I tell you what, you guys deserve two openings. Okie dokie. You guys have been so patient. You deserve a treat. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, that one was pretty easy to open. All right, Rising Stars. Let's see what we got. We got Haze. These are not Pokemon, by the way. These are VTubers. So. Tad and Cannoli. Totless. Pirate Tricky Wee. Foxyrene. Double Down. Work-Life Balance. whatever that is. And Bow the Whale. I believe that's probably our last one. Nope, not quite. Fluffer, which is cute. And then here is the QR code for anybody who has a smartphone or iPhone. If you want to scan that, feel free to, because I'm never going to use it. And that is that pack. So. Get that up there. There we go. All right. Next for pack number 2. Pack number 2. Shy Lily. Let's see what we got here. Bradley. Demonite. Sorry for my chubby hands. Monarch Messenger Clone. We have Sky. Tob. Another Totless. We have Punkalop. And then we have Queen Bennett. And again, there is the QR code for anyone who's interested. All right, and that'll do it. Okie dokie. I think that is going to do it for this stream. So, with that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please make sure to give this stream a like. And if you really want to see more in the future, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It would help out tremendously, and it would get my channel out there in the open to the public. I didn't pay attention to what cards those were. Good seeing you, Crystal. You too, LZ, as always. But yes, be sure to check out my channel for more content that I've done. Make sure you turn on notifications so you'll always know whenever I go live or whenever I post a video. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Hee hee.